Okay, so if you're watching this video, you have already created your form. You've already created your spreadsheet. You sent that form off to me to be graded, and you should be looking forward to that coming probably in the next class period or so. Next time you come and see me to be able to get that grade. So, but now we're ready to move on. We're ready to actually get this sent to our second graders. So we have a few things that we want to get done first. And we're going to be communicating with our second graders via Gmail. So if you don't remember how to get to Gmail, it's pretty simple. You just click on the little tiles button, find your mail, and bada boom, you're there. So here I am in Google Mail, Gmail. The first thing I want to show you is just like a plain old email. So if I hit compose, this is where I get my message. I type in to here, I type in the subject right here, and then I put my body of my message right there. And you can see this is just a plain white blank thing that I could just type in, and that's it. Well, we're going to spruce this up because we're a business, we're a company. So we're going to be putting in an email header, and we're also going to be putting in a signature to our emails. Okay. So first step we're going to do is we're actually going to be putting in our signature so that when we compose an email, we get a signature that actually pops up. So step one is to come up over here to the little gear, the settings gear. If I click on that and I go to settings, I'm just going to open up this whole bunch of stuff. In the general tab, I'm going to scroll down a little bit and find where it says signature. I'm going to put signature in here, and then here's where I'm going to put some cool stuff like my name. And I'm going to put in there CEO of some made up company. You're going to put in the actual name of the company you came up with. CEO, president, whatever it is that you are. If you want to go ahead and add something else to that, like a saying or something to that degree, you can go ahead and do that. So put all that stuff in that you want. At least put the title of you, though, or your title. You put your email address in there if you wanted to. That's another good thing to do. So if you wanted to put in there your email, although you're getting an email from you, so you should kind of already know it, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. Scroll down, hit Save Changes. Now, when I hit Compose, look at that. I don't have this blank page anymore. I've got my email signature right there. So once you pause the video, go ahead and catch up and do those things I just now showed you. So go pause and do that. Alrighty, so you should have hopefully caught up to me, got your signature put in here, which is great. Now we're going to go ahead and start this email. If you don't get it finished, it's fine, because what will happen is it's actually just going to save this as a draft. So as soon as I put a subject in here, and let's make your subject something catchy, like something like, I want to build you a house. That is a pretty catchy subject line, right? I want to build you a house. Someone's going to read that and say, wow, I want to open that email. I want to read that. Well, now that I put this subject in there, you can see now I have this drafts with the parentheses 1. It saves your messages that you start. So however far you get today, if you don't get all the way, it's okay. You're just going back into your drafts, which you'll see it right here, and then you can open it right back up again. Okay. So now next thing we do, we're going to put an email header in. And that header is going to go right here at the top. It's going to be a nice big old banner or a picture with a cool design on it and our company name on it, because we want this to look cool. We want it to look professional. So to do that, I'm going to open up a new tab, and I'm going to go to a website called canva.com. If you don't remember that, you can go ahead and click a link because I'll have it in the assignment sheets. Now, I'm already signed in because I did this, but when you go to it, it's going to have you sign in. Pick sign in using Google. It may ask you for your password. Hit put your password in, put all that stuff in, and then it's going to ask you to go ahead and accept or allow access basically for Canva. Just hit accept on that stuff. So log in, sign in, hit accept, and you'll get to this page right here. And we're going to start a new design. Canva is kind of a cool place to design some stuff because they already have the specs or the size of what you need. So if I click, and I'm just going to use my arrows on my keyboard to scroll over. For whatever reason, I can't get to scroll over any other way. I don't know what's going on with the page. But I'm going to keep scrolling over until I get to email header. So I'm going to click on that. When I click on that, it opens up a new tab for me. It's going to go ahead and start a design. So here's my design. And over here on the side, there's going to give you a whole bunch of different templates to use. Now, you see these little dollar signs? Yeah, those cost money. So you're going to go down here and look for ones like this that have my favorite word, free, on them. I can click this, It's going to start my design up just like that. And I'm ready to start working. So you can see this one here just got kind of like a gradient colors on it or whatever, which is fine. I should be able to click this. Yep, I can click this. And I might be able to change some colors around here, though I'm not for sure how to get the gradient stuff done. Nope. See if I change the colors, it's going to change it to a solid. So that's okay though. So I want to maybe pick this color. Oh no, let's go green. Let's go happy. Let's go green. So I can pick that right there. And then what I can do is I'd want to change this, obviously. Change this to say my company's name. I can also change, let's get out of this. Should be able to change, yep, change this down here, make that say something else too. I can change the color of my font if I want to, a little blue-green. And then here I've got like a nice little image. I can also change the color of that. There we go, make some horribly ugly thing here. So obviously I'm not going to leave the same positive vibes. I'm going to have it say my company's name. I can move stuff around too. So if I don't want it right there, or I can make it bigger. But if I don't want it, I can want there. Oh, crap, I got the wrong thing. Click that. That's what I want. Where do I grab? There we go. My goodness. That was too challenging. If I want to put this over here to the side, I can. Whatever you want to do. Kind of up to you guys. So play around with this. Get your email header finished the way you like it, and then you're going to go ahead and click this download button, and you're going to download it as an image. When you do that, it's going to come across and save it and blah, 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 do all this other stuff. And then here in a second, it's going to pop it right down here in this left corner here. So it says my design is ready. Should have already started. There it is. Close this tab. And there's my PNG, which is a picture file. Okay, so pause the video, go find your template, play around with it, customize it, get it downloaded down here in this box, ready to go, and then come on back and we'll do the next step. All right, you have this done. Should be done anyways. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to save this PNG file and we're going to throw it into our Minecraft drive folder that we just created. And it's super easy to do this. You're just going to check this out. So just make sure you're in your folder. You should have your form in your spreadsheet here. I'm just going to grab this, click and drag, drop it in my drive. Here it goes. Bada boom. Here in a second it's going to pop up. It's going to be in my drive. Any second now. Falling us. There it is. There it is. There it is. So there we go. I have it there. It's now in my drive. Okay, cool. That's just in case we run out of time today and you don't get to this next step. So if you want to pause the video and go do that, that's fine. If not, I'm sure you can probably remember it. Going back over to my Gmail now. Now I want to put that picture right in here. So how to do that? Go down here. This is where you attach stuff. I'm going to come to this picture because I want to insert a photo. This is a photo file. So I click on the camera. This pops open and it says drag photos here. So here I go. I'll drag my photo right in there. It's going to upload it. Looks big, but it's not going to be. There it goes. See, it shrinks down to the size I had it. And now there I go. I've got my cool email header right there in my email, ready to roll. Okay? Why don't you go and pause the video and go do those couple of steps. Get this saved in a drive. Throw it into your email so it's ready to be sent. Alrighty, hopefully you have an email that looks similar to mine, except for you actually put your real company name there. Now, we want to type a little message to our person. So first thing you want to do is you're going to say their name. Call them by their first name. That's a good business person does. And you're going to introduce yourself. And then you're going to give them directions on what they need to do. Actually, before you give them directions, you're probably going to tell them what you're doing here, right? So tell them you would like to build them a house. Oops. Like to build them a house. And then give them directions to fill out the form. That way they actually fill out the form, right? Yeah. So introduce yourself, tell them that you're going to build them a house, kind of what your company does, how you're going to do it, what kind of things you like to do, something like that. give them directions to fill out the form. Okay, and you want to be very personable. You're a business. You're trying to get customers, so you can't be rude. You can't be short. You can't be confusing. So don't just say something like, "Hey, I want to build you a house. Fill out this form." I'm not going to have somebody build a house for me if they're going to be like that on an email. They're going to be nice. Be nice. Be personable. Be helpful. So you put your message in there. I'm going to put enter down a couple of times, and then right here I'm going to type in a sentence. Click here for the form. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this sentence here a link. And I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to go back to my drive. I'm going to go ahead and open up my form. So I went to Drive, opened up my form. There's a button here that says View Live Form. This is what they will look at. This is what they will see right here. Boom, right there. Okay? You want to copy this website address that you have, the form. Right click, copy. I'm going to go back to my email. I'm going to highlight. I'm going to grab the little insert link. I'm going to paste. I'm going to go over these directions again. They're complicated. I know it. Your probably head is spinning right now. You can watch this video as many times as you need to. Let's do this one more time. Let me close this. Close this. So, Google Drive. Open your form. View live form. Highlight the address. Copy the address. Go back to Gmail. Highlight your sentence. Click insert link. Click insert link. Right click paste. Say OK. You should have that. Whoops, that's not what I was supposed to do. Silly goose. I think when I hit insert form it took this off. So now that I've good and confused you. There we go. Go ahead and do that. So that's what you need to do. Get that all finished up. Then come on back to this video and I will tell you how to get it all finished finally and sent, because you still don't have a person to send this to. So go work on getting your form put in and then come on back and I'll tell you what to do next. Alrighty, so hopefully you got all of those confusing things that I just showed you done and your email looks something similar to mine. Now, I will give you a name. So when you are to this point, you have your form linked. You're going to get a name from me, a second grader. You're going to type in that person's name right here. And it should come up. Once you start typing it, it should come up. For instance here, my demo student that I'm using comes up. I can send an email to them. But you're not going to just send that to them because this email is a grade and you want to get a good grade on your email, so you're going to come over here to the CC. CC stands for carbon copy. What that does is it actually sends this email as basically like a copy to somebody else. So you're not directly sending it to them, but you're going to CC them in this. So you're going to CC me. That way I get this, because I want to give you your grade on this as well too, because I need to see that you have the different parts on it. All right, this all kind of goes into your stuff here. So CC me. So you have the second grader's name, you're going to CC me, you're going to go ahead and click send, and it's going to go off, and off it goes. And this, of course, here, this is what happens. Look, oh, look at that, it's from me. I want to build you a house. So the second grader's going to open this up. They're going to see your cool email header. They're going to read your little cool message. They're going to click here for the form. They're going to go to the form. They're going to fill out the answers on the question here. All of these answers, they're going to fill them out. And then they're going to go ahead and hit submit. Oh, look at that. And then you're going to be able to go back here and see in the business name in your responses that you'll see when they did it, you'll see who did it, and you're going to see all of your answers, all of the things that they asked right there. From this point in time, if you are done before we are ready to go back into the lab, you can work on the Thrive part of this assignment, which is talking all about budgets and keeping your budget manageable and under control. That's going to be how you get an O on this project altogether. So that's what you're going to work on next. if you have this done. Now, if we are back in the lab, you've just gotten this done, you've figured out your information, you kind of have a plan of attack. We're back in the lab, but you're going to go straight to building, because once we get back in the lab, you have to get to building. Otherwise, we're not going to have time to finish this. So there you go. You've gotten your S or survive portion of this grade finished and done. And you are ready to move on to the next step. So very good work.